The last announced sim update for the new 2024 sim this year has been released. We've got all the highlights and outcomes, as well as what has been released for the 2024 sim this week, as well as future announcements. Happy holidays. It's been a big week in Flight Sim, so let's jump straight into the video. A quick disclaimer, we here at the Oz Flight Simmer channel wish you a happy holiday and thank you very much for all your amazing support during 2024. We look forward to bringing you all the latest Flight Sim news in 2025 as we celebrate the YouTube channel's 10th year anniversary next year. Thank you very much for your support. A big thank you to Flight Sim Mods for supporting this video. Flight Sim Mods is our own startup built by Flight Sim enthusiasts for Flight Sim enthusiasts with a passion for all things Flight Sim. Bring in real-world pilot background, 3D design, and print to bring high-quality Flight Sim modifications to solve Flight Sim problems or enhance your Flight Sim experience to the community. We have high quality products released each and every week. Check out our store in the links in the description below and be sure to use a discount code AFS10 for 10% discount for anything in the store for Oz Flight Simmer viewers. And thank you to Flight Simmer Mods for supporting this video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, iBuilds this week released an update for its Airbus A300 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This new build includes a bunch of fixes to the Airbus, including systems and updated EFB. Also, a 2024 compatibility update that comes with the release this week. iBuilds mentioned this compatibility update for the 2024 sim is a beta state. While it's functional, the team has identified a few areas that require more tuning. This new Airbus A300-600 update version 1.13 is at no charge for existing owners, and they complete the update at no charge. PMDG this week has updated the 777 freighter for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Along with this update, the CEO of PMDG, Robert, announced the status when it comes to the latest 2024 compatibility with their current fleet. Robert mentions they have some progress with the recent patch 3 for Microsoft on the 2024 sim, but there's still other issues preventing the team from building and testing the aircraft in the new sim. The memory allocation error presented itself in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 still continues and exists in 2024, and this brings the PMDG development to a halt. WASM projects that use advanced memory allocation techniques fail compiling with the new code. Robert also mentioned, along with some other developers, that they have voiced this to the Sober team and hopefully they'll see some progress soon. Miltech updated their CH-47D for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. In a Facebook post from the team this week, Miltech announced that the CH-47 is now native to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The update brings new features and improvements specifically for the 2024 sim, and the 47 cockpit airframe systems have been converted to 2024 native standards, along with the LOD adjustments to avoid culling. The included sceneries and missions that do come with the package have been improved, and there is now a walk around mode which has been included. Miltech also mentions they have an upcoming version to the CH-47 that will include an optional refueling probe and a toggle to toggle the blade tie downs on and off. Got friends who are known for their GA and light aircraft, along with developing some of the default aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This week they announced they are developing the AS33, which is a self-launching glider. The AS33 has an 18-meter wingspan that is optimized for airflow, along with retractable landing gear and an electric engine, making it self-launching. Got friends mentioned in their announcement post that they promised to recreate the AS AS33 to harness the full potential of both the 2020 and the 2024 sims to bring unparalleled realism and immersion to this glider. Got Friends hasn't commented on exactly when we expect to see the AS33 in our sims, but they have hinted of an arrival sometime early in 2025. FS Labs announced the A320 CEO for Microsoft Flight Simulator a couple of weeks back. This week the team announced over on their Facebook page that they have released their first aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. FS Labs promised to deliver the same detail and precision that made their first FS Labs A321 so in some of the other flight sim formats. The A321 CEO features a number of new features designed to elevate the flying experience, including modeled GPS jamming, fully modeled functional circuit breakers, all new visual model, high fidelity systems such as electrical and environmental, cold weather operations. FS Labs will provide a free update to the A321 CEO for the new 2024 sim when available, and for now you can pick up your copy of FS Labs A321 CEO from their website. I'll leave a link in the description below. MK Studios this week released its latest scenery, which is Zurich for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and 2020. Zurich is a main travel hub for Switzerland and in its surrounding areas by Europe's stunning, beautiful Alps. Zurich serves many busy European routes, including London, Berlin, Barcelona, Lisbon, Frankfurt, and Paris, just to mention a few, as well as some international destinations such as Dubai, Bangkok, New York, Singapore, and Chicago. Some of the main airlines you will see flying in and out of Zurich are Swiss, Elder Swiss Air, and Lufthansa, just to mention a few. MK Studios' version of the airport comes with highly detailed rendition of the airport. Concourse A, B, and E are being modeled with interiors, up-to-date quality ground textures, custom jetways, custom vehicle models, custom approach, runway taxi lights, and ILS and other objects. You can pick up your copy of MK Studios' Zurich Airport over at the Control Store. I'll leave a link in the description below, and a big shout out to our friends over at Aviation Lads YouTube channel for making another awesome flight sim trailer, allowing us to showcase it here over on our channel. iBuilds released an update for its Airbus A300, as we mentioned earlier in the video, to be compatible with 2024. The team also released a premium paid edition of the same aircraft for 2024, which takes advantage of all the new 2024 native features and tech. Some of the new features include, with the premium version of the A300, is improved ground handling, enhanced aerodynamics, new interactive points when it comes to pre-flight walk around, interactive engine cowlings, cargo doors, EFB enhancements, several sound improvements, and more. You can pick up your copy of iBuilds Airbus A300 Premium Edition over on their store, and if you purchase the original A300, you will only have to pay a small upgrade fee. I'll leave a link in the description below. LH Simulations have released its latest aircraft for the Microsoft Flight Simulator franchise, which is the Zillion Z142. LH Simulations have partnered with Panawings Designs, a team, to produce this two-seater sports and trainer aircraft for the 2020 sim. The Z142 is known for its versatility and reliability, and it was designed in Czechoslovakia, and it was aimed for training when it comes to light aerobatics. First flew in 1979 and continued and produced until the mid-1990s. Features include, with the release, is highly optimized 3D model with detailed animations, 4K ultra detailed PBR textures, authentic flight model tested by real-world Z142 pilots, custom sound recorded from the real MK33-7AK engine, full 3D virtual cockpit, multi-panel layouts, integrated notepad for quick customization of the aircraft settings, and 11 unique liveries are included. LH Simulations has confirmed a 2024 version of the aircraft is also in development, and you can pick up your copy of the Z142 from the InSim Marketplace 2020 store. Taxiing and lining up on the runway for this week's sim update news. The Microsoft team this week released its biggest update for the sim since the release of 2024 last month. Patch update number 3. This patch was predicted by the Microsoft team to be a much more substantial patch than the previous 2, which the previous 2 were pretty much really hot fixes in my opinion. Patch 3 brings the sim to a version 1.2.7.0, and this large patch is bigger than many of the recent sim updates we have seen in recent times for the 2020 sim. But let's face it, 2024 has a lot of bugs to be squashed and future improvements to come. So the next few updates are going to be pretty big. One of the main highlights for patch 3 is that it now allows simmers to enable and disable the Marketplace 2020 port content. This is to ensure simmers have full control over their own library, as many ported products from 2020 are not ready for the 2024 sim and are causing havoc with your simulators. Other things to mention when it comes to patch number 3, it also includes many different fixes that causes crashed desktops, with at least 8 mentioned in the first part of the change log has been addressed, including some performance improvements as well. Also, 37 listed general bugs with 5 backwards compatibility fixes as well. 16 general fixes across the board when it comes to aircraft. Pretty much every default aircraft had a few points or many point notes for pretty much their own changelog. The same when it comes to the world updates, as well as premium airports and hardware peripherals, all pretty much had their own changelog. There was a lot of stuff done in that area. The career missions, training and world photography mode have all seen very large general bug fixes and improvements, and last but not least, improvements to bug fixes for the SDK, which cross fingers the workload when it comes to third-party developers will be reduced a little bit. I don't think there was an area that patch 3 hadn't touched when it comes to the 2024 sim. It's a very impressive update. That being said, it's a very long road ahead, and even after this patch number 3, many simmers are still having issues accessing the sim and having crashed desktops and performance problems, including myself. Yes, YouTubers are having issues when it comes to the sim as well. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, as it's the nice thing to do, and it helps share some warm and fuzzies around in the flight sim world. But from the looks of it, patch number 3 may be the last update we'll see for the sim until after the holiday period. Microsoft did mention in their weekly blog update this week that Sim Update 1 and World Update number 19 are targeted for a early 2025 release. For this, reading between the lines, it means we're not going to see any more updates. Maybe a couple of hot fixes before the end of the year's out, but that's probably it. When it comes to the feedback, a snapshot and the wish list, there is still no updates from last week. It's pretty much just showing the 4th of December. When it comes to the sim marketplace releases for the 2020 sim, which the marketplace for 2020 is still open, it's just the 2024 one that is closed. We're seeing pretty much 60 releases over there, and they were pretty much majority of them mission packs from one developer, and a couple other things released, such as the LH simulations. Not really much to mention there. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long before we see the sim marketplace open up for 2024. I'm assuming it's going to be probably the same time we will see Sim Update 1. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much for all your support. We'll be releasing content and streaming all over the holiday break. So if you get a bit of time off that normal working life, or you just need some time away from the in-laws over the holiday period, we look forward to seeing you in another stream or another video real soon.